Right. The first quarter, we think China grew 10% quarter on quarter annualized. The second quarter, it contracted 3.5%, which is very rare for an emerging economy, especially China. And the second half of the year, we see it growing at below 3%. That is weak by any standard. A lot of their problems boil down to real estate. Now, there's two things happening here. The first is that an astonishing amount of Chinese growth over the last decade plus has been driven by real estate. In China, you buy an apartment, you buy a car. There is a new suburb built, there are sewage construction, transportation links, the electricity grid build out. The upstream and downstream effects are enormous. But now you're getting to a point where households have very depressed confidence. Youth unemployment is at record levels to the point where, remember, China stopped publishing that number. And households have basically decided they're just not buying. That is an activity problem. But for that to, because I keep getting asked, well, is this similar to the US housing crisis? There's an enormous difference. The reason why this is not a systemic financial crisis, quite simply, is because Chinese households, the houses that they have bought so far, they're bought with very, very large down payments. For my sins, I used to be a mortgage analyst from, going into 2008. And I remember in the United States, no income, no asset loans, no income, no job, no asset loans. None of those things have happened in China. People don't default when the loan is 35% of the house, even if they are not buying anymore. So very weak growth, but no systemic financial crisis. That is the path for China.